Sean, can you explain the weatherman's woe?
Yeah, because the jet stream normally drives these storms, and when they sort of jump off the jet stream, they kind of meander. So they get a little lost sometimes. So yes, this thing's been a little slow. I want to talk mostly about February, just to start off right here. And boy, it's just been an outstanding month. All areas just getting really good amounts of rainfall, and some areas getting probably more than they need for sure. A lot of our cities and towns, definitely February really pulled its weight this year. The other months, I'd say January and December were kind of spotty. We had some good storms, but nothing like February, which just kind of went from beginning to end with quite a bit of rain, as you can see right there. And boy, some of those areas, look at the San Marcos Pass, 25 inches. We were probably pushing our luck a bit in some of those areas, and I know we did have some problems. So always nice to see a lot of rain and maybe not so many problems. Today's temperatures, as we've dried out the last couple of days, cooling off a bit. We dropped back into the 60s for most areas. A couple of 70s still managed to sneak in. But unlike yesterday, a lot of 70s were on the map today. Quite a number of areas dropped back at least 3 to 5 degrees. Currently seeing widespread 50s. Mild onshore breeze out of the northwest. Really no issues to talk about as far as any real weather issues. Last night we did it, and this morning we did have some spotty, dense fog. It looks like we have some chances for more fog tonight, but it probably won't be quite as bad because only in that the sky is actually drying out a tiny bit at the lower levels. It's the upper and mid levels that are going to start to sort of pick up with the moisture as the storm system comes in. That tends to disrupt the fog just a bit. And there's the low right there. Again, the cutoff low expected to make a move now towards Southern California. And you can see right there, there's not a whole lot of energy to work with. It almost looks like you have sort of an atmospheric river to play with right here. And there is some subtropical moisture, but most of this is sort of streaming to the south, southwest, and then moving off to the northeast. And the dynamics are really not there to give us anything real big threatening. So we'll go with about 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/4 of an inch. Now, last night, as I put the map into motion and we watched the arrival by tomorrow afternoon, some of the numbers actually jumped. It was almost as if the computer said, hey, watch out. This thing actually just sort of got a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit stronger. And then today, when I came back in, it went right back the other way. So it's been showing you how much this thing has been sort of showing cat and mouse. So let's go ahead and see what the latest runs show. And over the last hour, not much has changed, about 1/10 of an inch on the high end. Otherwise, most areas just very, very fractional low amounts, only about 0.05 or so on average. There's the low as it sort of scoots through the region. We see another system developing by late in the work week, and as we head toward the weekend, this one has a lot of dynamics for a really chilly winter storm, especially for Northern California. Now for us, probably going to see more of a tail end of it, so we don't expect a whole lot of rain. But we could see some very low elevation snow, and it will definitely be cool. Now, as we head toward the following week, another system might knock on the door, which we'll have to keep an eye on as well. Right now, though, we'll focus on the next two systems. Again, the marine layer fog, not expected to be overly widespread, but there are some areas where the miles get sort of reduced right there, but nothing too bad. So probably no dense fog issues for your drive on Monday. And there's your light shower chance for the Santa Barbara South Coast, mixed in with a little bit of fog. And again, we should be back to probably near normal temperatures, maybe even slightly below. So that means high 50s to very low 60s are expected on our Monday. But the lows in the morning really won't be that bad, as far as mostly high 30s on the coldest end to mostly 40s for just about all areas. And maybe even a 50 will sneak in for some of our beach communities for the start out of the day. Mixed swell out in the channel, mostly out of the northwest, west swell. And of course, winds will be breezy, but nothing too strong. Scattered chances will dry out quickly by the middle of the work week. And then as we head toward Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we eyeball the next storm system, which again has the dynamics of being a little chilly out there. You can see the temperatures really take a hit for your afternoon highs, and the rain, which means snow levels will be pretty low across much of the state. We'll be right back.
Nothing. Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Thank you, dude.